Alright, so this is a VOD review for xKale from the Voltaic server. I believe, I'm just gonna call you Kale. I don't know if that's fine. But sport VOD review, I think we're gonna take a look at it.
Welcome to Blizzard. Ready for battle.
Alright, hold on. I have to figure out which one is you first. Does it say anywhere? It says xKale. There's a lot of X's here. I think you're the red team, Anna? If I had to guess. xKoro? Is this like an alt account of yours? Not sure. Alright, well, if this isn't you, this is going to be a really awkward VOD review. But maybe there'll still be some things you can learn from. Alright. Let's take a look. Alright. Before we start, like, getting too in depth, let's take a look at the comps. You're on double bubble with Ana Lucio. And they're on Rush with a Mercy. So they're on Ash Drunk, so they're playing for a lot of spam. They're trying to poke you out. Double bubble is kind of weak to spam because you have to really try and like absorb a lot of the damage before you can jump in and close the space. To deny that, all you have to do is really just poke them out. So this comp can work because you have a Lucio, so you can speed in, but if it doesn't work, maybe swap the monkey to something like a Rhine. We'll see how it goes. Your comp is just not great into theirs, but they don't have any like they don't really have a lot for your monkey to deal with. Like the Ana has sleep, but that's really it. She can get jumped on very easily if the sleep is wasted or the nade is wasted, because the Mercy can't really keep her alive as well as such like a Brig can with her stuns. Especially because you have a Genji as well. So let's see what happens. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right. You're gonna be looking to throw nade up there. Nade could be better, but it's okay.
You're going to live.
Your monkey jumps out of position, so you have to be looking to... Yeah, you need an angle on him. This is fine. This is a fine position to play. People think scoped in too long. You should be doing quick scopes. If you scope in too long, it's pretty dangerous. Someone can like the Ashe has a very good, like, she can kill you very quickly. This Junkrat who is flanking can maybe come around, see that you're in scope and kill you. So just be careful. You can die very easily. I'd also say stay off the point. Stay over here. Like, this box is a really good position. You don't actually have to be on the point. Someone on your team can go and cap that. That's not your job as Ana. Because you're pretty much the same angle too. Nice.
Objective A captured. Escort the payload. Heal up.
Move the payload.
This is fine. He's looking a little critical.
Watching your back.
Now as a team, you guys should be looking to go high ground. And you can definitely walk high ground as Ana. Especially into their comp where they don't have a lot that can deal with you. They made some swaps. They swapped their support line. You should be looking to take high ground and not play on low ground as Ana, especially into rush. So what you can do is you can set up here, look for an aggressive nade, and if you do so, your tanks can capitalize on it. Your Winston can jump in, your Zarya can bubble him, and then you can go from there. And that will escalate the fight, and you can probably win off of just one really good nade. In fact, most double bubble comps in high-level games, they win off of Ana nades. So, let's see what happens. So, right now, you should be up here. You should be with your tanks. You should be looking to nade backline, and then your Winston can jump in and get kills, instead of just pushing payload. Your Genji can do that. You only need one person to do it, really.
Fire
So you have Nano Blade, you can play for that next fight if you don't win this.
You're powered up. Get in there.
I don't know if you're monkey called for it, but you should be looking to play for Nano Blade because they don't have any defensive ults except for maybe the Grav the Blade. So I would be looking for that instead.
Bedtime.
Good sleep on the Bob. Careful, help your Genji. That one's on you. You don't have to LOS the Bob when he's shooting your Genji, because your Genji's deflecting into him. You could just be looking to heal your Genji when the deflex ends. You could have kept him alive. Nice, now you can just look to push payload because the fight's over. Your team's going to look to secure kills. Ideally, your Lucio is with them so that they can get the speed boost and go chase.
The payload. Move it out.
So yeah, I think it's fine if you're just pushing car here.
It's just a scratch. You'll be fine.
Instance jumping in, left too aggressive nade. They use bubbles, so whatever. Cass jumps off the map. Your Genji's dead though. So you're even here.
My ultimate is charging.
Careful, I hear someone. Yep. Nice, nice. Good sleep.
I need assistance.
Good. Well played.
Payload. All
My
in way
ultimate
enough.
is ready. My ultimate
I've
is
seen
ready.
worse. You're going to live.
Graviton surge is ready.
Again, just careful of your scope usage. Something to be a little bit more aware about. You could be looking to Nano Monkey here. He's a little too deep, but one thing with Grav is that Nano Monkey is really strong into Grav because you get a lot of cleave damage in. So Grav Nano Monkey is a really good combo. You can be looking for Nano Blade, but your Genji's 10%. So what I would do here is, because you just Graved, you nano your Monkey into the Grav so he builds his ult faster. So by the time your Genji gets Blade back, you will build another Nano. So I don't know if it's just because you couldn't see him that you didn't do it, but next time look to try and maybe Grav Nano Monkey because it's a really strong combo. And that's only 2 ults, and it'll usually be a team fight win. Instead, both of your tanks die, which is not really good. But their Moira's dead. You can be looking to nano someone. Okay, not anymore. You're down 3. I'll just get out. Keep kiting.
The pain.
Big nade, but it doesn't matter at this point.
Back in the fight.
Careful staying scoped in too long.
Watching your back.
Where was the Junkrat? He behind you somewhere? Not sure where he was. Be careful.
You're powered up. Get in there. Take your medicine.
Decent nano to keep him alive. But in Grav, when I think people are already dying, right?
You're powered up.
Your
Get in
Lucio?
there.
Oh, your Lucio doesn't have beat. Okay, this is a fine nano. Careful peeking the window. They'll be fine because they don't have hit scan.
Scratch, you'll be fine. Taking damage.
Good job staying out of the fight. Like you're staying back. The only thing I would really suggest is maybe playing a little bit more cover. Like you can maybe push up here, play this cover, or you can even push all the way up here, play this angle here because you have cover. You have a mega back here. You have a really good angle to heal your teammates or push here, right? So like this gives you a lot of options. It keeps you out of the fight while giving you a better angle than over here, right? Like, I think this is objectively a better angle. So I would suggest playing here instead. Let's see if you make the rotation.
This one only hurts for a minute.
Nice.
Watching your back.
It's coming. Unlucky. That's the problem with staying scoped in. You can't walk that fast. So I think if you don't stay scoped in there too long, you maybe can break the tire.
Listen to me instead of me. Take your medicine.
That's unfortunate. Close to Nano Blade though.
My ultimate is charging.
Gonna be looking for aggressive nade here. Unlucky. Tell your team to not play in bubble. There's a Junkrat right behind you. You hear him and you're dead. Unlucky. Not a ton you can do there. Maybe check corners. But most people in Overwatch don't really check corners. But if you know the Junkrat's always flanking, he was in here earlier, maybe just take a peek. Can't really hurt. Someone on your team should be doing that for you. Someone should be scouting. No one was scouting. Maybe your ball, really. Or even your Genji could do it just fine.
Go. I could be here. You're powered up. Get in there.
And you soft the oh, big nade. Okay, was it a big nade? It looked like a big nade. How many did you actually catch with the anti?
You're powered up. Get in there. Get healed.
Just a Junkrat? Can't really tell. Looked like a pretty juicy nade to me. It's a good idea though, the aggressive nade as they go in. Again, look to walk here, because this is a very good angle for you. And then all of a sudden this bubble is not blocking your entire LOS. You see that? Like if you're walking here, you can actually heal your team. It's a lot harder to do without the bubble. Yeah, if you're back there, you have more cover, you can LOS, you don't die here.
Much obliged.
It'll take more than that to keep me out of the fight. Watching your back. I have your back.
Help your Zen. Help your ball, maybe? You can look to play the same. That's a good nade on the cast. Really good. You can call to your team that he's anti. Someone can go kill him. That was a good nade, though. Again, you can be looking to play that position that I was talking about earlier. Gives you a really good angle. But you guys cap with time. Not bad. Biggest thing so far that I've noticed is really positioning. Your mechanics are fine. Your awareness is pretty good. I think you only really died once because of awareness, because of the Junkrat not checking. But that could have been anyone on your team to do that, not just you. Although you should also be doing it. Can't really hurt. Overall, pretty good. Not bad. Alright, let's see the Baptiste gameplay.
Attackers incoming.
So just to wrap that up again, for Ana, just work on positioning. That'll probably also apply to Baptiste, but that looks like your #1 weakness right now. So just try and work on that when you can. Like, be looking at, like, try and think about, like, the game from, like, a top-down view, right? Like, if you're looking at the game from top-down, you can be like, okay, well, maybe they're pushing in from choke, and they're going to look to dive high ground here. Where can I be positioned where I'm safe from that and the spam damage that might come to kill me? My immediate reaction would be say, okay, well, I'll just go here. Because that keeps you out of the fight. You can drop down and then just walk. Or you can walk out this way. And then you have options, right? So just think about something like that. That's like a better spot to play than, say, like right stacked on your team. Because this gives you cover. This gives you a way to check this flank. Gives you options. With the one from before, I'll actually just go back real quick to over here. It's the same concept, really. Thinking about it from like a top-down angle, right? So my team is pushing this cart to here. What gives me the best angle for this? Get out of the... Okay. So, playing right here gives a bad angle because it's very easy to cut off. You have the advantage of the mini. But if you're over here playing this, all of a sudden you have this angle, you have this angle, you have cover. You can't really be LOS'd unless someone drops a bubble mid-cart and then your team can break it. You can walk back here to the Mega, and then all of a sudden you have a lot more healing, and you still have more options. You don't need to use your nade, and you can look to use it offensively. So you have options with this angle. You don't have nearly as many options with this angle. You could even look to walk high ground, right? You can look to walk high ground. I think you can make this jump, and then if you have this angle, this is still even better than down here. Because this gives you high ground. I think you can make this jump. I'm pretty sure you can. If not, you can even ask your Lucio to speed you, right? Because you have a Lucio. So, those are your options. I think this angle is the best right here on this position. This is a better alternative to down here. So this is like maybe say second best option, and then maybe your third best option is right here. It's still not terrible. Like it could be like right on cart, which would be terrible. Here at least gives you cover. You have a mini, but if you're over here, it gives you the best options. So anyway, we're gonna look at BAP now. BAP is probably going to be a lot of the same, because BAP is a lot of positioning, but we'll have more cooldown usage things to look at as well. Alright, let's take a look at the comps, because they have changed. They're on double bubble with a BAP and a Zen, which is really shit and really weird, but it happens, okay? You guys have double shield, BAP Ana, and then good DPS for this. Your Reaper's going to probably want to look to flank. Your Cass is probably going to sit with team, look to stun the people coming in, and get good poke damage in. You can be looking... Remember what I said about double bubble. It's weak to poke. If you can burn the monkey bubble, burn the Zarya bubble, that gives them major disadvantages, and then you can look to push your own advantage. So look to get good poke in and make them force cooldowns. Like, you already forced lamp. Someone already forced the lamp. So that's really good. The BAP won't have that. You can be, yeah, so just look to poke. That's really your job here. You have an Ana who can cover most of your healing. So your like number one advantage is going to be you can just do a lot of DPS. Right. So just stop. Don't look to heal. Like, don't look to heal bot and just look to shoot tanks. Or just anyone who you can shoot. Sorry. Nice. See how the Winston dies because he got poked out and then he jumped in on low HP. Reaper's looking on an off angle. You can still be looking to damage here because your team is behind shield and you have an Ana looking at them. I like this position. This is a little bit better. And there it goes. I think you can stay. I think you could have stayed up here. The only real long-range damage... Actually, the only real threat they have against you is maybe the Hanzo who can one-shot you. You can lamp yourself if the soldier is trying to kill you. Maybe the Zen gets Discord off on you and you get died, but then you can drop to your team and your Ana can keep you alive. They don't have nade. They can't really catch you out. So, yeah, I think you can stay up here. Look to break this lamp and then just look to get damage in. Lamp gets thrown too early. You didn't actually need that. Let's take a look at lamp usage. This lamp gets no value because it's too far forward and your team is kiting. When your team is kiting, it means they expect to not take as much damage because they're walking out of the fight or walking back from the fight. So you don't need to look to lamp then. You can just save lamp for the monkey engage. He's not engaged. He's not going to engage on you guys right now. Sure, you're down one, but that would have happened anyway. So I would have saved lamp. You don't need it right away. Think about tempo, right? So I just explained this in one of the other VODs I did, but like if like lamp is dictated on tempo, it's not a reactive usage, right? Like, you shouldn't be going like, oh shit, this guy needs lamp, and just throwing lamp. You should be thinking, okay, well, they're starting to win the fight. So, we're starting to get a little low, right? Say maybe like some of your like players are at like half HP. I'm gonna lamp the corner so that we can stay here, hold the space, and like continue fighting. If your team is kiting, you can be like, okay, well, I'm gonna use my shift to keep everyone alive, and we're all gonna back up, and we're gonna save the lamp because we don't need it yet. Once the monkey jumps in and everyone starts getting a little bit lower, then maybe we can use the lamp to keep everyone alive, right? So you don't need lamp in this, like, right now.
Amplification matrix ready.
This is when you need lamp. Your Sigma is low, the monkey jumped in, tempo dictates that you need lamp here. He's not, like, immediately going to die, but lamp needs to... You should really look to lamp to keep him alive. Luckily, your Ana nades him, so he's okay, but if you have, like, a Zen, like, typically with double shield, you'll see Bap Zen, or Bap Brig. You won't have the Ana nade to bail him out, so you'll need the lamp. So just think about that when you're playing Bap.
Let them out.
I've done this before. Don't try and window the Primaling Monkey. He'll get knocked away and you won't get any value out of it. You don't have lamp. You get lucky. That's a good lamp though. Keeps you alive. You can look to just use shift. Yeah, that's a little late. Okay, don't look to go in here. You can get a little poke, but I'd look to like start backing up now.
Need some help here.
Objective lost.
Try to keep your own alive if you can. Stay high ground. Play the cover, play the cover. Nice. Nice. Well played. Let's see the lamp real quick. Okay, that's fine. I think your Ana would have died without it. We can actually look at her health and figure that out. Might see her health go down. Actually, no. She does not need the lamp. I mean, I think it's fine because tempo dictates that you need to keep your Ana alive to continue the fight, so you throw lamp. I think it's fine. She didn't actually need it, which is interesting, but that's fine. You should be okay here. Taking high ground, very nice.
Understood. You're fully hit.
You can stay here. Just stay on this high ground. Keeps you out of the fight. Oh my god, he got crumpled. What happened there? Did you have kept him alive?
You're fully hit. Regen burst activated. My ultimate is charged.
Oh, yeah, you can't keep that alive. I think he got shot by the Ashe or the Hanzo. Okay. Not much you can do there. Not needed. Let's take a look at this lamp. So it's out of dragon. Your tanks are already kiting. They're out of dragon. This lamp's not getting anything done because your tanks are out of the danger, out of the immediate danger here from the dragon. As they try and push in, your Reaper is ulting, so he's gonna draw all the attention. Your tanks are walking out. Your Sig probably has like some resources, either suck or shield. Your Orisa is using Fortify, and he has you have an Ana and Bap. You don't need this lamp. It's not necessary. You can look to just keep them alive through healing. You have do you have your shift? You probably have your shift. I can't check right now. Your Ana could use this lamp instead because she's getting dove on by a monkey. So I would rethink this lamp. It's not worth it. Do you want to live? Wait, do you live? Good. Good job keeping her alive.
Let them out.
This is fine because you keep your Sig alive. I think it's perfectly fine. You could just be looking to shoot him more. Bap has a combo where if you do one right click and two left clicks, you do like a heal shoot shoot. That's your most effective way to get damage and healing out. So if you look to do that, you can be getting more poke in. You can be building your window faster. You can be killing the monkey faster, especially there. You keep your Ana alive with the heals, and then you damage the monkey so he dies faster. So right now, when you're getting primaled, right?
Let them out.
Heal, shoot, shoot. Heal, shoot, shoot. Like, you can be getting a lot more damage in on this monkey. He's already pretty low. You probably would have killed him by now if you had been shooting him more. You can be looking to take high ground here, either up here where you were playing earlier, which I think this is a pretty good position, or you can be playing back here on this, over here, which I think is also a pretty good position. Because your team wants to hold close with your Orisa, I think up here is a good spot for you to play. I think you should think about taking high. That is a better lamp. Because you are... Tempo dictates that, okay, well, we are going to have to back up now, and our tanks are low. So, you can lamp that and be fine. Because that allows you to hold the space and not kite. I hope what I'm, like, saying is very clear with the lamp. But, like, if your team is backing up and trying to kite, right? Like, say your team is backing up. Then you don't need a lamp to help them back up. You just heal them. Your Ana heals them. They're going to be fine. If your team wants to stabilize on the cart here and stay right here, right? That is when it's fine to lamp so that you can survive in this area, stay and hold this area, hold this choke and apply pressure. So you don't need the lamp. Or you do need the lamp. Sorry, my bad. And that's a better usage of it. So I think that was a good lamp because it allows your team to hold this space and push up. Careful playing that wide of an angle. Especially against a Hanzo. Also, you jump a lot, which is something I do as well. You have to be careful when you're jumping so much because it's very easy to headshot you. So they have an Ashe who can 2-tap you if you're not careful. They have a Hanzo who can 1-tap you if you're in a very predictable arc. Be very careful about jumping so much because against better players it will be very exploited. Your Sigma should be backing. Okay, good window. Good lamp. Tempo dictates that you need the lamp. Nice. Very good play. Very good. Well played. Well played. You can be letting your Ana get these heals so she gets nano. She's gonna get nano pretty fast, and then you can build lamp or you can build window after. So letting the Ana get the nano for next fight is probably your best idea. So like you don't heal the Ana or you don't heal the Orisa. Unlucky. You need to get out of this scenario. That's fine. Okay, now you need to get back in the fight. You looking to shoot Ryan?
Got you good as new. Hey.
Good rotation to high ground. That's very good. You may need to drop backwards to help your Ana live. You're half HP. Yeah, that's why I say you have to be careful about jumping. The Ashe shot you there. If she's better, she can one-shot. She can like 2-tap you. You're already low HP. She could have probably one-shot you there if you're not careful. I like this angle though. Gives you a lot of space to heal your tanks. Gives you good angles to poke. Great, so you can break shield. Oh my god, your Orisa died real fast. She died to window Discord. Where's Cezanne? Cezanne is 1 HP. If you know this, you can look to poke him out. Yeah. If you're on this forward high ground, you probably kill him. Oh, I don't know if you should be on the forward high ground when the cart's this far. I don't think you should be. But I think you're fine. That's an awareness thing. No one has to touch. No one touches. Whatever. Yeah, you just jump off now, deny ult charge.
Group up with me.
Not my time. Keep on you. Hello.
You're gonna be looking to take high ground. You're gonna be jumping up here, so you can get a little poke while healing your team. Your team should be a little bit further up, I think. You should be looking to window now because you're down 1, so you need an advantage. They use bubble. Their Rhine is pushing very fast. You need to window. Works out. Your team gets their kills off of the flux. Don't be afraid to just use window on cooldown. You'll build window very fast. So if you're using window whenever you see any opportunity to do so, it's definitely a better idea than just holding it forever. Like if you're holding on to window for too long, you're not getting as much value as you should be from it. Someone's up top. Throw from out.
My ultimate is ready. Get in position.
This is fine. Again, look to take high ground, like where your Reaper is right now. Your tanks should be pushed up a little bit further than this, I think. This is a fine position, though. It gives you cover and a good angle to poke.
Let them up.
I don't like this window. Like, when you have a giant obstacle like that in your window, it's really hard for you to get value out of it. I would have swung out here and windowed this instead. Because you see what happens if you window, like, right here instead of, like, over here? Like, this is a good portion of this is blocked. Whereas you get, like, from this window, you get, like, all of this space, but you don't get as much from just this. And, like, especially because they're not actually fighting here. So your only effective space is really here, and maybe this long angle. But really, I think you probably should have just wide swung, like swung out more, and put the window either here in front of you, where I'm looking, or you could have even put it up here for your team so they can shoot through it and get value. But I don't think you needed to put it there. Works out because you're in grav, so you keep your team alive. Good lamp. You break it, whatever happens. I also don't think you even needed the window when you all have damage boost from Bongo. I think now would have been a better time because now you're down 2 and now you actually need an advantage. Right now you have the advantage from Nano Blossom, but if it didn't work out, like right now, they're going to push you. They have 4 alive still. So this would be a good time to window. You kill Zarya, maybe you kill Cass, you force Bap away, you force Zen to LOS.
Take your medicine.
Like, think about how strong, like, an offensive window from this position would be. Right? So, like, let's see what, like, who's in this, right? Like, say, okay, here's your window. This is a little big, and window's not going to be that big. But this is, like, your effective area. All of a sudden, you can kill Cass if you just one-tap him in the head. You can kill the Bap who's on high ground and is just jumping down. He can die very quickly, or you can force Lamp. You can kill the Zarya, maybe. Right? And so all of a sudden, you have options, which you didn't have before, and you don't get really from your window over there. So maybe try and think about using window to, like, I don't know, like, what I like to do is when we are starting to lose in our advantage, and we're starting to lose control of the fight, I'll use window to, like, stop the other team from being able to push their advantage, and all of a sudden the fight's more on the even footing. And so we can get kills on people who are out of position. We can force them to stop, like, pushing as hard, and all of a sudden we're back in control. Gives us more space to control. So think about it that way, instead of just using, okay, well, they're all going to walk in, so I'm going to window. Especially when you already have Bongo up as well.
The payload is approaching its destination.
Lucky. You know he's there. You can kill him. No, he doesn't have flash. You might need lamp for yourself. Yeah. Good lamp. Very good lamp. Gives your Ana as well. That's okay. It happens. Don't peek that.
10 seconds.
Use window the second you get it. Now.
Let them out.
Okay, unlucky. When you're in like a fight where you're starting to lose and you're just building window, I think the second you get it, you should put it down. So you can win the fight. Otherwise, you're gonna be at a disadvantage. Window will neutralize the fight, and now all of a sudden you have the opportunity to win it. Moving on.
Ready for battle.
He's on you. Hello. Fully healed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
All right.
Defend objective.
Let's do some matchup analysis, shall we? So they have Far Mercy. They have, which is a lot of spam. They have Hanzo, which is another lot of spam, and they have Double Bubble. Okay. So again, you can be looking out to poke. You can be looking to poke out the two tanks. You, as Bap, who is basically a DPS character, can be looking to kill the Pharah or the Mercy. Ideally, the Mercy. But if the Pharah is playing in very open spaces, which she usually is, you can spam her out with your soldier, and that'll be most of your value. Even your Ana can shoot the Pharah. You have 3 hit scans on your team who can take care of the Pharah. You see that? So this Pharah should not really be a problem. But let's see what happens. Good lamp. He's antied and low HP. Tempo dictates you need it.
Someone has to keep you alive.
This is fine. Good poke. I think you should have kept fighting that. But it's okay.
Hold position. We've got this.
You can look to be a little more aggressive now that your team has an advantage. You can start walking. And don't jump as much.
10 seconds remaining.
Kill a monkey. Nice. Good kill. Nice. Okay.
Round
Get in here.
complete.
Not bad.
Science will reveal the truth.
I'm assuming now you're just unaware because you can't lose the game. That's fine.
This will restore you. Repairing the damage.
When you throw your heal orb, because most of your healing is going to be coming from the heal orb, what you want to be doing is looking to use your right click to recharge your primary fire. Which is what you're doing here. That's fine.
60 seconds remaining.
On the flank. I like it. I like it. Unlucky. But your team cleans up and you win anyway. Alright, so no, like things to take away from this are for Ana, it's mostly your positioning. For Baptiste, it's mostly how you want to like play with your lamp. Like it's mostly how you want to use your lamp and your windows. I think cooldown usage is probably #1 thing on Bap to work on. And for Ana, your #1 thing to work on is your position. I think other than that, you're pretty much set, I think. So, alright, that should be good. Let me know.